Welcome to the magical world of Fa for you kids. So, I am your friend and guide. Before we start tonight's story, imagine a place full of colors and laughter where surprises hide in every corner. Now let's get comfy and ready to drift into a beautifully dreamy adventure. The little girl Bella's safe adventure. On a beautiful sunny morning, little girl Bella was playing in her home garden. Bella had golden curly hair and eyes that sparkled like sapphires. She loved to wear her grass green dress the most. Today's her mother Carol was busy preparing lunch in the kitchen, while her father John was working in his study. Bella ran around the garden with the little dog Benny happily following behind her. Suddenly, Bella spotted a small hole in the garden fence and curiously approached it. Through the hole, she saw a beautiful butterfly dancing among the flowers in a neighbor's garden. Bella was very excited, thinking, "Psalms, if I could get to the neighbor's garden, I could take a closer look at that beautiful butterfly." Bella decided to squeeze through the small hole, unaware that she was about to embark on a special adventure. She lay down on the ground and carefully peeked through to the other side. "Benny, look at that butterfly, isn't it beautiful?" Bella softly said to her little dog. Just as she was about to crawl through the hole, her mother Carol came out of the kitchen and saw Bella lying on the ground, her face immediately showing some concern. "Ella, what are you doing?" Her mother's voice made Bella stop her actions and turn to look at her mother. "I wanted to go over and see that beautiful butterfly," Bella said innocently, pointing at the butterfly in the neighbor's garden. Her mother Carol approached, squatted down, and patted Bella on the head. "Please, Bella, listen to Mom, there are some places we shouldn't go to casually, especially unfamiliar places. We should tell the adults first. That's the safe thing to do, right?" Bella nodded with her big eyes blinking, but she still had some doubts in her heart. Seeing as her mother, Carol decided to tell Bella a little story about safety. Mom, Carol picked up Bella and gently patted her back. "Sobs. Hi, Bella. Let Mom tell you a little story." This story is called The Safe Adventure of Little Girl Emily. Because hearing there was a story to hear, Bella immediately stopped playing and looked at her mother with wide, expectant eyes. One day, little girl Emily was playing in the park. She was racing with her little dog Charlie and having lots of fun. Suddenly, she saw a beautiful red kite in the woods of the park, and she really wanted to go see it. "Pray," Bella interjected, "Stop as a pie chase just like me. I wanted to see the beautiful butterfly too." Mom smiled and continued, "Sir. Yes, Emily was also full of curiosity." Ignoring Charlie's barks, she walked alone into the wood. But the woods were very big, with tall trees and many paths she had never seen before. Emily walked further and further, and before she knew it, she was lost. Bella's eyes widened, and she asked a little nervously, sort of sad, "What did she do?" Emily knew she couldn't go any further because she was getting more and more scared. So she stopped and remembered the important safety things her mom had told her. See, first, don't panic. Second, find a safe place to wait for help. At this moment, Charlie suddenly appeared by her side, seemingly guiding her. "The little dog, Charlie, is great." Bella clapped her hands and said, "Yes." Charlie led Emily to an open space under a big tree. Emily knew it was a safer place, so she sat down and waited for an adult to come find her. Soon Emily heard a familiar call. It was her dad Joe looking for her. Emily quickly stood up, calling and waving, and finally, Dad Joe found her and safely took her back home. Bella let out a sigh of relief and asked Collins, "Kites, Mom. Will my little dog Benny protect me like Charlie did?" Mom Carol nodded sprites. "I'm Joel. Of course, Benny will always be by your side. But most importantly, Bella, you also need to know some basic safety knowledge." At this moment, Dad John came out of the study, holding a colorful booklet in his hand. He walked up to Bella and said, "Sat, I just happen to have a safety guide for children." Miss Bella, let's look at this book together and see what other important safety knowledge is in it. Okay. Bella happily nodded and took the booklet. John opened the first page, which had an illustration showing what a little girl should do if she finds herself in an emergency. Bella looked carefully at the pictures and gradually understood their importance. "Mom, I understand. Now, if I encounter a situation I can't solve, I will tell you or Dad right away and won't run around by myself," Team Bella said solemnly. Mom Carol and Dad John looked at each other and nodded approvingly. At this moment, Bella suddenly realized how dangerous it was to cross into the neighbor's garden without her family's permission. She ran to the fence and said to the butterflies, still dancing, "Taffety, Miss Butterfly, I will keep a safe distance from you." She took Benny's little paw and walked back to the swing in the middle of the garden, heart filled with pride in her awareness of safety. At this moment, little girl Bella truly understood the importance of safety. The school held a safety education class. Little girl Bella sat in the classroom, full of anticipation, wondering what other interesting safety knowledge she could learn. Standing at the podium was teacher Alice, who held some interesting teaching aids and brought some engaging little stories. To students, today we are going to learn how to ensure our safety in various situations. Guide teacher Alice began the day. First, we need to understand what a stranger is. Sometimes we encounter people we do not recognize. What should we do then? Bella raised her hand and eagerly answered. Carrie, we should tell our parents or teachers and not go with strangers by ourselves. Teacher Alice smiled and nodded. Yes, Bella is absolutely right. We must not easily go with strangers and make sure to inform the adults or police around us. Next, Teacher Alice demonstrated several scenarios. She took out a toy phone and said to the children that, what would you do if you were home alone and someone called claiming to be a friend of your parents, wanting to come and take you out to play? A little boy named Tom answered, but we should first confirm this person's identity. We can call our parents to verify. Very good, Tom. We should first confirm rather than believe directly. Teacher Alice said. At this moment, Bella felt a bit nervous, but she knew this knowledge was very important for her safety. Then Teacher Alice brought out some pictures showing various signs and signals. She asked everyone, "Carrie, if you see this sign, do you know what it means?" The pictures showed some common safety signs, such as no entry, dangerous goods, high voltage, etc. Little girl Bella looked carefully at the pictures and recognized a few. She raised her hand and said, "Sure, this is the no entry sign and go. We can't enter places with this sign." That's right, Bella. Teacher Alice praised, we must learn to recognize these signs so that we can avoid danger when outdoors. Following that, Teacher Alice told the children a little story. Said, one day, little boy Jack was playing by the seaside. He saw a cave and his curiosity made him want to go inside and have a look. But there was a no entry sign at the entrance of the cave. Jack thought about it and decided to go back and tell his parent. Later, his dad told Jack that it was a dangerous cave with many sharp rocks and deep pits inside, where it was easy to fall and get hurt. Jack's smart choice helped him avoid a serious accident. Bella was engrossed in the story, feeling she had learned a lot of new things. After class, Teacher Alice handed out a booklet to each child, which detailed various safety precautions and the meanings of signs. After school, Bella and her friends decided to play at the nearby park. When they arrived at the park entrance, Bella saw a red sign and remembered the knowledge she had learned in class, saying to everyone, "We can't go in. It's prohibited to enter here. It might be dangerous." Her friends all nodded, followed Bella's advice, bypassed that area, and found a safe place to play. That day, Bella not only learned a lot of interesting safety knowledge, but also applied them in real life, which made her very proud. This time, she not only learned how to protect herself, but more importantly, she helped her friends avoid potential danger. Bella felt she had grown a bit and understood the importance of safety. A few days later, Bella and her friends were playing in the park, chasing each other happily. Suddenly, they noticed a grove of trees nearby from which seemed to emanate some peculiar sound. Curiosity led the children towards that direction. As they reached the edge of the woods, Bella and her friends heard the barking of a puppy, as if a small animal was in distress. No, little boy, Max said, "It sounds like a puppy is hurt. We need to check it out." Just as Bella was about to follow the others deeper into the woods, she suddenly remembered teacher Alice's advice. Spikes, children, we should be cautious with unfamiliar places. She quickly stopped her friends who were about to go in, saying, "Tio, we can't just go in. It might be dangerous. We need to find an adult to help." The other children hesitated, but seeing Bella's resolute gaze, they decided to follow her suggestion. They ran to the park caretaker, Uncle Scott, and told him about the strange noises coming from the wood. Upon hearing this, Uncle Scott immediately decided to go with the children to investigate. They returned to the edge of the woods together, where the puppy's barks were still clearly audible. Uncle Scott led the children cautiously into the woods, and soon they found a puppy trapped in the bushes. The puppy's leg seemed to be caught by a branch, and it looked very painful. Seeing this scene, tears almost welled up in Bella's eyes. She couldn't help but say, "Quickly, we have to save it. Quickly. Amorous, it must be in pain." Uncle Scott, the caretaker, calmly said, Don't worry, we will definitely get the puppy out. But remember, in situations like this, always find an adult for help. First, acting blindly can get you into trouble too. With Uncle Scott's help, the children cooperated to rescue the puppy. Max and Bella gently moved the bushes aside, while Uncle Scott carefully untangled the branches caught around the puppy's leg with a tool. Finally, the puppy was successfully rescued. Although it had some scrapes on its leg, it seemed to be in decent condition. The little girl, Bella, hugged the puppy, tears in her eyes, and said with relief, "Taiki, we did it." But this time we understood that some things require the help of adults. Our strength alone is not enough. Uncle Scott nodded approvingly and praised the children for their wit and bravery. He said, "You did very well today, following the safety knowledge, not only protecting yourselves, but also successfully rescuing a small animal." The children laughed happily, each with a sense of pride. They understood the importance of unity, cooperation, and adhering to safety rules. The puppy, feeling incredibly warm, licked Bella's face, as if thanking her for her wisdom and courage. This profound experience made Bella and her friends deeply remember at this moment, facing any unknown things and places, they must not only maintain curiosity but also have the correct safety awareness and the ability to ask for help. In the evening, Bella and her friends returned home with the joy of having successfully rescued the puppy. As soon as she entered the door, her mother, Carol, noticed the excitement on Bella's face and quickly asked her, "Hey, how was your day? You seem very happy." Bella couldn't wait to start telling her everything that had happened. Storms by Mom who saved the trapped puppy in the park today. At first we heard it barking in the woods, but I remembered the safety knowledge teacher Alice taught us, so we went to find Uncle Scott, the caretaker, first. Mother Carol listened carefully, nodding with a smile. Sorry, you did the right thing. In situations like this, seeking help from an adult is the safest choice. Bella continued, "Sir, then we went into the woods with Uncle Scott and found that the puppy's leg was caught in the bush. We all cooperated and rescued the puppy, although it had some scrapes. It's okay now. You really did a great job. What wonderful children." Mother Carol hugged Bella proudly. "Fixie, this is not just an experience of helping an animal. More importantly, you have learned how to protect yourself and others in emergencies." Bella looked up at her mother, her eyes full of doubt. "Twice, thrice, Mom, why can't we save the puppy ourselves? We just wanted to help it." Mother Carol gently stroked Bella's hair and explained, "Times pie, Bella. Some things may seem simple, but they may hide many dangers. For example, in the woods, there may be unstable branches and complex terrain. If you go in rashly, not only will the puppy not receive timely help, but you may also get hurt. Seeking help from an adult is the fastest, most effective, and safest way." Bella nodded, understanding her mother's words more deeply. "I understand. We must learn to judge what we can do ourselves and what needs help from adults." Mother Carol smiled with relief, said, "That's right, Bella. Using the safety knowledge you learned today is protecting yourself and your friend." This ability will make you braver and wiser when facing more challenges in the future. At this moment, Father John came over with a steaming dinner, and hearing Bella's story also showed a look of admiration. "So, Bella, you did a great job today. This is a precious experience. Our little girl is not only brave, but also very smart." The family sat around the dining table, the atmosphere warm and full of a sense of achievement. After dinner, Mother Carol took out an exquisite booklet with more detailed safety knowledge and interesting stories. She and Bella looked through it together, explaining the content. "Bella, there will be many similar situations in the future. Learning this knowledge will allow you to respond more calmly," said Mother Carol. Bella nodded earnestly, her heart full of confidence and anticipation for the future. That night, in the warm family atmosphere, she profoundly understood the importance of safety awareness and felt the joy and pride of growth. Outside the window, the stars twinkled in the night sky as if shining for the wisdom and bravery of little girl Bella. Bella lay in bed, her heart warm and content, gradually falling into a sweet dream. The next day, Bella took her little dog Benny and went for a walk with her mother, Carol. When they arrived at the park, Bella saw her friends playing there, so she excitedly asked Carol, "Mom, can I play with them?" Mother Carol smiled and replied, "Dear, of course, but always remember that safety comes first." Bella nodded and skipped towards her friend. They decided to play an adventure game again, but this time, Bella was very attentive to her surroundings. She saw a somewhat steep slope and warned everyone, that doesn't look very safe. Let's not climb up there, let's go play on the flat ground. The friends all agreed with Bella's suggestion, and they played hide and seek together on the safe grass. The game went very smoothly, and everyone had a lot of fun. After a while, Bella suddenly heard a joyful bark. She turned her head and saw Uncle Scott, the caretaker, coming over, holding a familiar little dog in his hand. "Look who's here," Uncle Scott said happily. The little dog saw Bella and immediately ran over excitedly, circling around her joyfully. Bella squatted down, hugged the dog, and laughed happily. "Isn't this the puppy we saved yesterday?" "Yes, it has fully recovered now and is very lively," Uncle Scott explained. The friends gathered around, and everyone was very happy to see the little dog again. Bella was filled with a sense of achievement, knowing that she and her friends had done something very meaningful. Time flew by quickly, and in the evening, Mother Carol came to pick up Bella to go home. Bella reluctantly said goodbye to her friends and the little dog and walked home with her mother. The afterglow of the sunset shone on them. Bella held her mother's hand, her heart full of gratitude and the joy of grief. She looked back at the park and silently made a wish in her heart. May every child learn to protect themselves and grow up safely and happily. I hope you enjoyed our magical journey. Before you drift off to sleep, don't forget to subscribe to Pole4U Kids, to ensure you never miss a story. Good night, little ones. Sweet dreams.